Right now, police are investigating multiple shootings after a violent weekend in Madison. We have the latest from police. Plus, the recent string of shootings raising some questions about security, why some say these concerns are not new to the area. And later, you may have noticed some bright red lanes being painted on some of Madison's roads, what they mean and how they could help with commute times. Welcome to News 3 Now at 6. And good evening. We begin with Madison police investigating 3 shootings from over the weekend, sending several people to the hospital. Now Madison police are giving updates on those shootings, including one at an apartment complex injuring dozens. And that's where we begin our team coverage tonight. News 3 Now's Jalen Banks live at the apartment where that shooting happened on Saturday night. Jalen, what have you learned?
Eric, 3 Madison shootings over the weekend between Friday and Sunday leave 1 person dead and 11 others with gunshot wounds. I'm currently at the apartment complex, the Lux apartment complex here, which is just behind me, where one of those shootings took place. That was just before 1 a.m. on Sunday morning. Madison Police Chief Sean Barnes calling this a mass shooting as 10 people were shot during an unauthorized 250-person party on the complex's roof. And earlier today, Madison Mayor Satya Rhodes Conway says in order to overcome Madison's recent gun violence, we must band together.
The families impacted by these events will never be the same. Please help everyone in our community understand that guns are not a solution to conflict. We all have to find other ways to resolve interpersonal conflicts that don't end in someone dying.
Now, Madison Police Chief Sean Barnes says that the station is exhausting all resources in order to find those that are involved in the shooting. Currently, there are no arrests that have been made for the Lux apartment shooting or the 2 others that I had mentioned, but we'll continue to keep you updated as we gather information. For now, reporting in downtown Madison, Jalen Banks, News 3 Now.
All right, Jalen, thank you. Now, the Madison PD confirming the party that ended in gunfire was unauthorized by the Lux apartment complex. Our Maddie Heimsch has more on the issues surrounding the security at that complex and the safety of residents moving forward. Maddie?
Yeah, Eric, as the name suggests, the Lux is marketed as a luxury property, but residents tell me that they feel they're not getting the experience they're paying for when just anyone can come and go. More than 400 911 calls have been made from the Lux apartment complex since 2016. Now, we don't know the reason for each call, but according to online reviews, complaints about a lack of building security go back more than 5 years.
There's only one security door, so as long as you pass that, there's no elevator key tap thingy. As long as you're in the building, you're pretty much, you can go anywhere.
The Lux is owned by an international housing company called Yugo. Yugo owns 110 properties across 9 countries. Alderman Mike Verveer, whose district covers the neighborhood of the Lux, tells me he believes the global conglomerate owning student housing in Madison is not best practice for creating a safe housing environment for students.
I'm quite confident that if that local property owner had not sold this property several years ago to an international company, that we would not have seen the tragedy that occurred on Saturday night.
Verveer says that in his experience, properties managed locally are in turn managed carefully.
Most of the time, there's usually just someone propping the door open. There's not really a whole lot of security, especially at night. There's not really any security guards or anything like that. So if someone wants to get in the building, they can get in the building.
Lux resident Julian lives on the 10th floor. He says he's glad his lease is coming to an end.
I'm not even mad about the kids who are, yes, it's on them, but it's about the apartment responsibility, I think. How are they not aware of the fact that there are 200 kids literally on the rooftop and there are gunshots,
He showed me the app he uses to let guests in remotely.
You swipe to unlock. I can open it right now.
In a note to residents Monday, the Lux management wrote, quote, "We understand that you may have questions or concerns about how the incident occurred, and we are committed to transparency and communication throughout the process." I spoke with Lux management on the phone this morning. They had no comment, and we could not reach Yugo management for answers.
All right, Maddie, thank you. Meanwhile, the most recent incident took place just last night on the Far East Side. A victim still in critical condition. Madison police were called to Andrew Way about 10:45 last night, and there they found a man suffering from a gunshot wound that was life-threatening. Police performed life-saving measures. The man was transported to a local hospital. Currently, police have no motive in that case, but do have accounts of what happened.
A group of around 10 people were gathered on Andrew Way when someone drove by and began shooting. As the shots were fired from this vehicle, someone in the group returned fire. Around 20 shell casings were recovered in this incident alone.
Police Chief Sean Barnes goes on to say 3 cars were also struck by bullets. No suspects have been named in that case. Now, these 2 shootings come just days after a 27-year-old man was killed on Williamson Street early Friday morning. That shooting began with a fight between 2 men at a bar. The argument continued outside. Someone drew a gun and shots were fired. At the time, it marked the 2nd homicide in the city this year. Police still have not named a suspect in the case, but are actively investigating. Police currently do not believe that any of the 3 cases are related. Madison Mayor Satya Rhodes Conway also reacting to the weekend violence, saying in part, quote, before Friday, Madison had no reports of shots fired for 5 straight weeks. That needs to be the norm. This is a moment to refocus our efforts on ensuring the circumstances that lead to gun violence don't happen in the first place. It shouldn't be easier to buy a gun than cast a ballot, end quote. Madison police are asking anyone with information or footage of the shootings to contact Madison Area Crime Stoppers. That number right there on your screen, 608-266-6014, or you can also do so online at p3tips.com. You can share information anonymously, and you could receive a cash reward if your tip leads to an arrest. As police release more information on these shootings, we're pushing updates directly to our free Channel 3000 mobile app. Stay up to date by downloading it. Just search WISC-TV wherever you get your apps. Warmer temperatures heading our way this week. Let's check the first warn forecast. Here's Chief Meteorologist Alex Harrington. Alex.
Hey, Eric. Yes, a gorgeous evening. Warmer temperatures on the ways. We plan the rest of your night tonight. Temperatures slipping through the 60s with clear skies. But as I like to say, this really just can't be beat. Light winds, calm temperature or calm winds outside, and again, the clear sky. So enjoy your wonderful Monday evening, because there are going to be some changes in the forecast. Not only are we going to have warmer temperatures, but we got storms on the way. Again, that brief little reprieve that we've had from storms is about to end. We got 73 still here in Madison. That seems to be the most popular number across Dane County as we speak right now at the 6 o'clock hour. 74 in Boscoville, 72 in Janesville. Our friends way to the north up in Juneau and Adams counties also basking in low 70-degree temperatures. Live cam out there right now. Edgewater Sky Cam showing picture perfect, as I mentioned. Not a cloud in the sky. How about that for the start of the work week? But this will all be changing. We have a chance of thunderstorms Tuesday night, but the First Warn Weather Team will be keeping a much closer tab on Wednesday night, going through Thursday, and potentially another redevelopment of strong to severe thunderstorms as we go into late Thursday afternoon. But it all depends on that front's timing. If the front comes in too early on Thursday, that could take the severe weather risk to the south. Coming up in Maine weather, we're going to track round number 1 of storms for Tuesday evening, and then we'll break down this Thursday alert day a little bit more.
All right, Alex, thank you. In Monona, police say they arrested 2 people after a driver led officers on a beltline pursuit that got up to speeds of more than 100 miles an hour. An officer spotted a vehicle as it approached Monona Drive. The officer tried to stop the vehicle, but the driver refused. The chase ended near Highway AB when the driver pulled over. A passenger was arrested on an outstanding warrant. Meanwhile, when police asked why the driver was speeding, she allegedly told them she was, quote, showing them how fast the car was. She faces charges of felony attempted eluding. A second passenger was let go. Columbus police arresting a Green Bay woman over the weekend after she allegedly tried to flee from officers. On Saturday afternoon, an officer attempted to stop a vehicle for a violation on Dix Street. Again, this is in Columbus. The vehicle instead sped up and made several abrupt turns on side streets. Police later found the vehicle abandoned in a driveway on Richmond Street. Area residents reported seeing a female running through their backyards, provided a description, and the woman was later arrested for eluding an officer, operating a motor vehicle with a restricted controlled substance, and she was also issued several traffic citations. Following the announcement of Wisconsin Supreme Court Justice Ann Walsh Bradley stepping down recently, liberals are putting forward candidates to try and maintain their majority on the court. Today, a Dane County judge who previously represented Planned Parenthood in an abortion case announced her candidacy. Dane County Circuit Court Judge Susan Crawford launching her campaign using that previous case as a springboard for her platform. In her announcement, Judge Crawford is framing the race as a battle for ideological control of the court, saying her platform is about protecting the rights of the liberal majority that they've worked to get over the past year. Crawford joins conservative Waukesha County Circuit Judge Brad Schimmel as the only other announced candidate in that race. Well, as we head to summer months, it's important to stay hydrated, especially for our kids. Coming up on News 3 Now at 6, what health experts say you should and shouldn't give your kids when they're out in the heat. Stay with us.
News 3 Now at 6. Brought to you by Gruber Law Offices.
If you've been seriously injured in a car accident, watch out.
The insurance company is going to ask you to sign some papers. Don't do it.
Don't trust the insurance company after your accident. You can miss out on what you really deserve. Call Gruber Law Offices today. One call, that's all.
Everyone's vision needs are unique. At Shopko Optical, our caring team of professionals will work with you to ensure your vision is at its best. Shopko Optical can help you experience every detail, color, and breathtaking sight in clarity.
Here's to the Farm and Fleet dads, the ones who work hard and get the job done right, the ones who take pride in what they do and take the time to pass it on. This Father's Day, get your dad a gift he'll love, like these men's work and sport shorts, $19.99. 1-pound bags of Blaine's brand trail and snack mixes, 2 for $7. Get $40 instant savings on this DeWalt line trimmer and save 10% on WeatherGuard truck boxes. Rewards members save 15%.
Find value at Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
Fjords has been crafting beautifully designed functional furniture since 1941. Every aspect of Fjords furniture has been carefully engineered to create a higher level of relaxation. Right now at the Century House, purchase any Fjords furniture and receive up to 20% off. All models, all sizes, all colors. Experience the unmatched relaxation you can only achieve in Fjords furniture. Relaxation made beautiful. Visit the Century House at 3420 University Avenue in Madison or online at centuryhouseinc.com.
What you see is important. That makes quality eye care important too. Get personalized care from experienced optometrists at Shopko Optical. Better eye care. You'll see. Don't need glasses. See us for your contacts and save on your annual supply.
You have a consumer issue and you keep getting the runaround. Need help?
It's call for action to help me. Nobody else did.
Contact our team by phone or on channel3000.com. Call for action only on News 3 Now. Moving forward for you. You're watching News 3 Now, voted Station of the Year 2023 by the Wisconsin Broadcasters Association.
A combined COVID-19 and flu shot could be on the way. Moderna says its combination vaccine showed positive late-stage trial results. The company says people who got the vaccine had an improved immune response compared with those who got the standalone flu and COVID shots that are available now. In terms of safety, Moderna says the combined vaccine was well tolerated. The most common complaints were pain at the injection site, tiredness, muscle pain, and headaches. Moderna plans to present its data at an upcoming medical conference and submit the trial for publication. Well, as temperatures rise, drinking enough fluids, of course, always one of the most important things you can do to prevent any heat-related illness. Children can be especially vulnerable to dehydration. Registered dietitian Catherine Sherry says to avoid sports drinks unless the child is vigorously active in that heat, since food and water can replenish electrolytes without all that extra sugar, and limit use of juice and other high-sugar beverages.
There was a meta-analysis published that juice does contribute towards obesity in children. So when thinking about offering it, we want to keep it minimal.
And Sherry says it's not necessary to give water to children 6 months and younger. She says breast milk or formula will meet a baby's hydration needs. Still ahead, how the American Heart Association is celebrating 100 years of progress in the fight against heart disease and stroke. Plus, many of you have been wondering about those bright red boxes seen painted on our roadways. We'll have the answer to what the purpose of those red boxes is. That's next. And warmer temperatures later in the week, but we also may see some storms. Alex with a complete look at your forecast after a short break.
Let the design team at Wanakee Furniture ETC turn your design dreams into reality. With customized solutions and quality products, our passion and expertise will help turn your room into a dream space.
Bring quality home at Wanakee Furniture ETC.
Get solar and get saving with Olsen Solar Energy in the Madison area. When you install solar panels on your property, you're protecting your future. You'd be surprised to learn how much energy you'll collect and how much money you'll save, whether you're considering a small roof mount system or large ground mount system. It doesn't cost you anything to find out if solar panels are right for you. Get solar and get saving with Olsen Solar Energy. Stop into our location near you. Learn more at olsensolarenergy.com or give us a call.
This famous wood fence from the show Home Improvement had to have boards replaced 13 times in only 9 years. Our fences outlast wood 3 to 1 and are all backed by our extensive lifetime warranty. This month, save $1,000 on your project. Visit the website or call the number for your new fence today.
We're a really busy family of 6 and moving into a new house, and Empire made it really easy.
They brought samples to our house, quality products, and installation on our schedule.
And we're really happy with everything.
800-588-2300-EMPIRE.
Today.
I'm Megan Tim, Director of Community Health at SSM Health. You may know us as healthcare providers, but we live here too. And as good neighbors, we know our community thrives when we take care of each other. That's why SSM Health and News 3 Now are sharing the keys to health. Watch for our expert information and advice on air, online, and at fun local events. Join SSM Health and News 3 Now, and together we'll unlock a healthier community by taking time for kids.
From midnight tweets to drinking bleach to tear-gassing citizens and staging a photo op, we knew Trump was out of control when he was president. Then he lost the 2020 election and snapped, desperately trying to hold on to power. Now he's running again, this time threatening to be a dictator, to terminate the Constitution.
If I don't get elected, it's going to be a bloodbath.
Trump wants revenge, and he'll stop at nothing to get it.
I'm Joe Biden, and I approve this message.
Rest comfortably with brands you can trust at Wanakee Furniture ETC. Create a unique and stylish room with made-in-the-USA products from companies like Smith Brothers of Bern. Select from a wide variety of sofas at a great price.
Bring quality home at Wanakee Furniture ETC.
You're watching News 3 Now, voted Best News Operation of the Year 2023 by the Wisconsin Broadcasters Association.
For 100 years now, the American Heart Association has fought heart disease and stroke through volunteer work, and now the organization is celebrating its centennial anniversary. And to celebrate, the association is launching Bold Hearts, which honors its history and the work all of its volunteers have done. The organization has brought together millions of volunteers across the country who work in collaboration with 2,900 employees. If you've been on some major Madison roads recently, you might have looked at the pavement and asked, what's with the bright red blobs? Well, the answer is Bus Rapid Transit. And our Meryl Hubbard is out by these new bus lanes to give us the lowdown.
We've seen these big red rectangles pop up all over our streets. They are a sign of the new Bus Rapid Transit system.
What you're seeing right now is the first step, which is the red rectangles going down.
These painters told me that it takes 3 coats of this red street paint to stick. Now, whether or not the BRT is going to stick with our Madison commuters is a whole nother story.
I don't know what they're for. I'm guessing maybe something to do with the new bus construction, but I can't say for sure.
Public transportation for students and other people, I'm not sure.
In reality, the red sections are the bus lanes, the tall platforms are the stops, and it's all part of BRT's development.
BRT, we're trying to make the bus service faster, more direct, more reliable.
Metro Transit is doing that by creating a new set of bus routes with fewer stops, quicker pickups, and a designated red bus lane.
There are some left turns that will not be able to be made anymore. There are some lanes that will become bus lanes. So just be mindful, watch out, watch for signs, watch for traffic signals.
As our eyes adjust to this new red paint, those driving will need to shift out of this bus lane.
It is a bit worrying when I'm going on that lane and I'm like, well, I hope I'm not doing something bad by being in this lane.
Eventually, these red rectangles will be marked as bus only. But until then, Metro Transit says to trust the process.
It looks really weird right now because they're seeing the red rectangles, they're seeing it in process. But when it's done, if you just do what you're used to doing, I think you'll see it's pretty logical.
Keep your eyes peeled for these red rectangles because this fall, the BRT will start up its first route. I'm Meryl Hubbard, News 3 Now.
The system is starting with a west-east line from Junction Road to Easttown, but many more routes will be added over time. All right, the rain returns to southern Wisconsin tomorrow. Alex joins us now. A complete look at the forecast.
Eric, it's the start of a stormy and a warm period ahead. You had it right on the money there. Late Tuesday afternoon going on into your Tuesday night. Next chance for showers and thunderstorms. Better chances for showers and storms Wednesday night going into Thursday. And as we warm up and get more humid over the next couple of days, heading out to Father's Day and beyond, that's the fuel for more showers and thunderstorms. Nothing like that. Here's the fun stuff right now. 70 degrees out there at 6 o'clock, 66 at 8 o'clock. It may be a late night stroll with your dog dog and then tuning in to our 10 o'clock newscast around 10 o'clock. Temperature still near 60 degrees. We've still got 73 as we look at our Edgewater sky cam here. Winds light. It's very dry out, so very comfortable across southern Wisconsin. And 73 is a very popular number. You got a 74 though up in Waunakee and in Sauk City. Rest of southern Wisconsin also enjoying temperatures right around 70 to 72 to 74. Wonderful way to start off the work week. Got a weather system on the way, as Eric was mentioning. It's off over portions of the Dakotas where we have some scattered showers and a line of thunderstorms, and that's going to rapidly move to the east over what we call a ridge. This is where we see the winds kind of in a bump here, and that's going to quickly sweep over towards the east into the upper Midwest, including Wisconsin. But we'll start off cool first, almost chilly in the upper 40s. We want to shut the windows tonight, but our temperatures will climb up into the 60s to the lower 70s, maybe a batch of showers as we head towards Tuesday. The cold front itself is still off towards the west later Tuesday, but with the clouds and the earlier showers, notice how the atmosphere, the future track model here, struggling to bring us more scattered showers and thunderstorms Tuesday evening. There may be parts of southern Wisconsin or many areas that actually see this front come through dry, but we'll be keeping an eye on those trends throughout the day. I just updated our alert day graphic to reflect on Thursday. Wednesday night going into the early portion of our Thursday morning is when we could be looking at a round of strong to severe thunderstorms across the area. It's all about the Thursday front timing, whether or not we get more storms Thursday afternoon. Very possible we could have morning storms and then an early front's passage, and that could take the severe weather threat further to the south into Illinois. Here's one version of our future track model showing what we call a complex of thunderstorms quickly coming through during the wee hours of your Thursday morning. We could actually have maybe some severe weather late Wednesday night and early Thursday. Then as it moves through the area, the cold front comes through. We have clouds, and that will limit the heat on Thursday, which again could take that severe weather threat more towards the south. It'd be a close call, so we'll be keeping an eye on that on Tuesday and Wednesday here very closely on the First Warn Weather team. Following that alert day Thursday, we cool down briefly. If you want to call 79 cool for this time of year, then look at those temperatures soar by Father's Day. Upper 80s to the lower 90s, lows near 70 degrees, so it'll be a muggy, steamy period, and on and off storm chances. We'll be right back.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Right now, pet dander, skin cells, and dirt are settling deep into your carpet fibers. Stanley Steamer removes the dirt you see and the dirt you don't. Your carpets aren't clean until they're Stanley Steamer clean.
Stanley Steamer gets your home cleaner.
A lot of law firms claim to be experts at handling injury cases that involve large trucks. But handling one trucking case does not make you an expert on the subject. Experience matters in these cases. One local firm has handled 25 trucking cases which resulted in payments over $1 million each, and hundreds of others as well. Because Wisconsinites know who to call when it's a must-win scenario. They call Habish, Habish & Rotier. National reputation, hometown service.
Dad always said I was special, that I would do something big someday. But for a while, we were just worried about getting to tomorrow. At UW Health, we found the team that made it their mission. Not just to get me through the day, but to give me a new life and a new kidney. Now, my future is infinite. UW Health. Remarkable.
This is where all your dreams come true. You are the Moulin Rouge!
Madison's most spectacular night out is Moulin Rouge, the musical. Winner of 10 Tony Awards, including Best Musical. The New York Times calls it dazzling, gasp-inspiring. In Moulin Rouge, life is beautiful. Performances begin July 9th at Overture Center. Tickets at overture.org.
We're looking for 200 homeowners this month interested in getting new landscape borders. Our cutting-edge materials and installation process ensures that your borders will not fade, discolor, or disconnect and will look beautiful for years to come. All covered by our extensive lifetime warranty. Visit the website or call the number for your new borders today.
It's time for the Madison Parade of Homes, exclusively sponsored by Nuns. Don't miss your chance to tour 32 newly constructed homes filled with the newest trends and products. Go to MadisonParadeOfHomes.com and purchase your tickets today.
Right now, pet dander, skin cells, mold spores, pollen, and dirt are being sucked into your air ducts. Get cleaner air and system efficiency now with Stanley Steamer. Your air ducts aren't clean until they're Stanley Steamer clean.
Stanley Steamer gets your home cleaner.
The quest for a state title is still alive for the Sun Prairie East boys baseball team, and today they took on Hudson in the Division I quarterfinal. Sports director Zach Hanley has more on today's game from Appleton.
Welcome to Fox City Stadium, the site of the state baseball tournament and the home away from home for Sun Prairie. It's the Cardinals' WIAA record 18th trip to state, the first as Sun Prairie East. Hudson standing in their way for a trip to the D1 semifinals. Third inning, Cardinals up 2-0, and Isaac Wendler adds to it. He rips one through to make it 3-0 Sun Prairie East. Now Hudson would tie this thing up, but in the bottom of the 7th, Drew Kavanaugh plays hero. Bases loaded, and he hits one too hot to handle. Luke Dam scores, and the chase is on. Cardinals win in walk-off fashion. 4-3 is your final.
That's what you dream of as a little kid, especially I've been raised and lucky enough to watch Sun Prairie come down here and win a bunch of state championships. I got a little greedy right away, almost swung at a curveball in the dirt, but I just knew I had to make contact and let everything play out, so it felt really good.
I slid into home, and then I was thinking, oh, I got to get up and celebrate still. My hand cut open a little bit, but that's going to be fine for the next game. I was just really excited, and it's a great moment to be in.
They say the first one is the hardest at state, and Sun Prairie East just got that one out of the way. 2 more wins, and the Cardinals add another state title to their already impressive collection. At Fox City Stadium, Zach Hanley, News 3 Sports.
All right, Zach, thanks. And the Brewers back at home tonight after spending 2 series in Philadelphia and Detroit. Now they're welcoming the Toronto Blue Jays to Milwaukee. The Jays coming in with a record of 32-34. That's good enough for 4th in the American League East. Meanwhile, the Brewers coming off yesterday's 10-2 loss in Detroit. Despite the 2-4 road trip, the Crew still hold a 6.5 game lead over Cincinnati, Chicago, and St. Louis. First pitch tonight scheduled at AmFam Field for 7:10. After spending 2 years as head coach of the LA Lakers, former Bucks player and assistant coach Darvin Ham is coming back to Milwaukee. During his time with LA, Ham went 94-70, and that included a trip to the Western Conference Finals. Ham returns to Milwaukee, where he helped the Bucks win the 2021 NBA championship as an assistant. He also has a good relationship with many of the current Bucks key players on the roster, and of course that includes Giannis Antetokounmpo. Well, let's get back to Alex. One final check of the forecast, and it was nice today, still a little breezy. A little on the cool side for what I like in
Me
June,
too.
But maybe some rain tomorrow.
There will be some rain tomorrow, and starting off chilly. This is it. This is the last morning of chilly.
I hope so.
In the upper 40s to right around 50. We'll get up into the lower 70s. That front may come through largely dry across southern Wisconsin. It's not really coming through at the right time, so the thunderstorm threat not extraordinarily high. It doesn't have me extremely excited as that line moves through the area. But Thursday, we'll be keeping an eye out for the potential for stronger storms again across southern Wisconsin.
All right, Alex, thanks for joining us for News 3 Now at 6. Have a great evening, and we'll be back here tonight at 10.